YouTube. Born to be Wild, N-E here. And as always, NE stands for Nebraska. They go Big Red, yay Huskers. It is Saturday, October 17th, in the year of COVID-19, the year 2020. I've not been riding much for about 3 months. About 3 months ago, my daughter moved in with me to kind of quarantine together. She's post-transplant immune suppressed, and we wanted to get her into what we consider to be a safer environment. So I am taking care of her. And I think again this is only the third ride I've had in 3 months. And I have video from the other 2 rides, but I just haven't taken or made or had the time, whichever is most appropriate, to try to do even my minimal editing. It's a gorgeous day, forecasted to be a high of 71 or 72. It's been cool, and after today it's going to return to being cool. So yesterday I told my daughter that if we can position it right, I'd like to go out and ride this afternoon. And we were able to make that happen, at least for now. Anything changes, she can call me. And I'll get her on my in-helmet comm system. Lincoln East High School. My kids went there. Opened up in 67 or 68, and it was clear out of town back then. Of course, things change. Elizabeth's Hospital over here on the left, and the VA Center over here. Used to be a VA hospital, no longer, but they are building on the grounds here. And this may be up here on the right, a new Veterans Care Center. So there's a VA hospital up in Omaha. That might be the new Veterans Care Center. I am not sure. Oh my gosh, take a deep breath. Take it in. You're out for a ride on a gorgeous day. Hard to beat that. Put air in both my tires, up to spec. Been sitting on the center stand for quite some time. Battery tender was in. Now it's getting to be that time of year where I need to start thinking about seafoam in the gas tank and gas system. The bike is kept in an in-building garage, so it does not get frigidly cold like the detached garages do in the complex. And my garage has a west-facing door, so if the sun is shining, that helps warm up the garage a little bit. But like I say, it's on a battery tender in the winter time. Seafoam will have been run through the system after having been added to the tank. Hey, it didn't take me long to get back into blabbering, did it? COVID has put a quash on many plans for 2020. I did get a 2-night camping trip into western Nebraska, like March 6th, 7th, and 8th, just before the Utah Jazz basketball player was tested positive, and things started to get shut down pretty quickly. Nebraska never had a complete shutdown. Of everything, I don't think. Restaurants and bars, yes. They have been gradually phased to be open to greater capacities, but just yesterday that got dialed back to 50% capacity as cases, hospitalizations, and deaths are rising. And our science experts tell us that as the weather gets colder, the flu season hits us, we could be in a world of hurt because we have not as a country done what we could have done. So we'll see. Nobody knows for sure. Years or so ago, I remember reading a biography of Benjamin Franklin, and of course one of his sayings was, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." We've had some air quality index readings that were high because of the smoke from the Colorado and even the California fires. I have friends that live in Fort Collins, and they reported a couple days ago that they had burnt pine needles all over their yard and all around. They had some really big winds in Colorado, and things got blown into Fort Collins. Yesterday they reported the fire had turned a little bit further south, which was at least temporarily good for Fort Collins, but not so good for wherever it's headed now. This is the Burlington Northern Santa Fe. They've got a big maintenance and organizing yard here. And of course, because I missed my turn back there, we've hit a coal train. Turn around or down and wait for the sucker. A train on the other track going the other way. An empty coal train. John Coltrane. You can see the flag just on the other side of the crossing and get an idea of the wind. It's breezy, but not crazy breezy. Here's the end of the coal train, the full one, but unfortunately there's still an empty one going the other way. Such is life. My third ride in almost 3 months. And I missed my turn, which would have taken me underneath the railroad tracks back that way a little bit. Oh well. Turn it off. These trains are really, really long. So we're being pretty careful. My daughter has, through state Medicaid, chore services when she's living in her own apartment. And we just didn't feel comfortable with the discipline all those different folks might be practicing when it comes to the coronavirus. And as I've said, she is post-transplant immune suppressed, so she is in one of the higher risk groups for the virus. Of course it would stop, and there's the end. There's the engine on the tail end. It could have gone just a little bit further, couldn't it have? So we're being careful. I'm going to trust these people know what they're doing. I think I know what they're doing. And they did know what they're doing. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Since I have no planned route, I'm pretty flexible. Wasn't going to go this way, but by George, I think I will. The ride is the thing. Out for a group ride and somebody had some trouble, it looks like. No lane splitting in Nebraska. For a group ride, I don't think that's how you really want to be spending your time. Waiting from somebody. They probably don't even know how much help that person has back there. Oh, it's so nice to be out